Okay, I'm just going to run through taking on and off the BH150 Backhoe. It's chassis mounted, so it's not the standard 3-point linkage arrangement, but basically you can get the Backhoe off and let it stand on its fittings, drive the tractor away, reattach your linkage, and then you can use the tractor as a normal tractor for a while, and the Backhoe can just stand there and wait until you need it again. So, first thing to do is to disconnect the pins at the front. You have a chassis rail system underneath the tractor. Now this protects the tractor from all the digging forces. It transfers the digging forces through to the loader bracket, so it protects your tractor as you're digging. So in here, there's a little pin to take out, and you can take the pin out this side, same on the other side. So I've taken them out both sides, and then if we just come back round this side again, once you take that pin out, there's then a little, the pin holds this blocking mechanism back, so that blocking mechanism can then be pushed out the way. Now that means that the chassis can then move away from this bar, which is the thing that's going to release it at the front. So the next thing to do is to put your feet down. You need to start the tractor, lower your feet. The first thing we're going to do is take off this tie bar at the top. Once you just go up in the air a little bit, that tie bar should go loose. So we can remove that. That still means that the back, that's just a safety bar. The Backhoe is still secured on there at the moment. Now with that top bar released, we now need to put the arm on the floor. Some sort of sensible position like this. And basically push down on the arm, which will lift this side up and hopefully remove that feature is now removed away. You need to go down a little bit more. So that is out the way of there. Now, you need to find a position with the legs, and if you can look in here, you can see when I'm going up and down with that leg a little bit, you see the pin just down here, that little hook mechanism, you see it sort of going tight and then loose. We've got to find a position where it's kind of loose. So that's loose on that side. Somewhere about there, I think. We'll soon tell, because as we drive away, lift your loader off the ground. When you get off the tractor, just use your loader valve to depressurise the tractor system, and then the last thing to do is to just disconnect the hydraulics on the tractor, so it's plumbed in directly to the tractor. I mentioned this earlier. Now they're male and female couplings, so you can't get them the wrong way around. but they're just standard quick release couplings. Best practice then is to connect the backhoe back up together, so that can just sit there. And then you must connect these two back together on the tractor, and that ensures then that there's flow on the tractor to be able to use your 3-point linkage, etc. So that completes the circuit. So now we can get back on the tractor, start her up. Drive away, and then the machine itself will sit there, but best practice again is to just lower your legs down until that frame hits the ground to make sure that it's safe. So the legs will go under gravity. If it doesn't quite hit, then it's fine, because it can't go any further. So that will then sit there perfectly happily in its tripod position until you want to put it back on the tractor again. And then on the tractor, I'll just quickly get the 3-point linkage. Very easy to then fit the 3-point linkage again. You do need to just undo a couple of bolts. You can see that the linkage then fits back into where the backhoe was, and the check chain back to this pin here. So you just need to undo those 2 bolts, put your linkage back on, put the lift arm back in the pin at the top, and then it's back to being a tractor again. And that's how you fit and remove the BH150 chassis mounted backhoe.